Guys, thanks for checking out another video with Angel and I. We are up on the North Shore on the shoreline of Lake Superior, and we're kind of on a rock hunt today. We're doing agate picking. The Lake Superior agates are pretty well known. They're pretty interesting. I'll show you one once we come across one. We're also looking for fossils. We're looking for sea glass. We're looking for mineral rocks. There's just a variety of different rocks in these particular areas. We're kind of in the Iron Range, or the mining belt of Minnesota. There's a lot of mining that goes on up in this area. A lot of gold mining, nickel, copper, iron. So we see a lot of different rocks. So it's interesting. Rocks, I don't even know what they are, but they're really cool. So we grab them and keep them. But yeah, today we're particularly looking for, like I said, sea glass is a big one that we're looking for. If you're not familiar with sea glass, on Lake Superior, as somebody throws out a bottle or garbage or debris, glass debris is in Lake Superior, it'll tumble around out there for years, 5-10 years, whatever, and eventually it washes up on shore. So when you find it on shore, it's all smoothed out from all the years of tumbling around it. It could be like a marble, nice and round, or all the jagged edges are all soft. So a lot of people will keep them, collect them, make dream catchers out of them and whatnot. So we'll show you some of that if we can find any. You know, we find it here and there. It's not something you find a lot of. So we'll keep you up to date. But I do see some. Right now it's what is it? The end of November, almost Thanksgiving. So we did get a bunch of snow. Everything's freezing up, and it is actually the best time to come out here right now, because there's nobody else out here at all. It's too cold for them. That's why we come here. It's tourist season's over, so we pretty much have this place to ourselves at this point. So we're gonna keep looking around and see what we find. So I'll keep you updated as we go. See how they have quartz in them? Most of these rocks I'm finding around, not most of them, but a lot of them have quartz. Little specks there. What is this one? It's like green. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, that's going in my pocket. I'll set it up on shore. This is cool.
What'd you find?
Just a couple little ones. I'm thinking of going on the other side when it's not so windy for a little bit.
Go ahead, I'm just fine. I'm actually warm.
Alright.
I like it over here. Nobody's over here.
Right. So this is how you rock hunt when you've been searching for hours and hours and hours and you need a little break. That's a weird one. I think I'll keep down. Into the pocket. So what we're trying to do here too is we want to buy a rock tumbler. We've never had one before. They make some kind of higher industrial ones. Before winter sets in too hard, we're trying to pick some mediocre rocks. Just because we don't know what we have, we're going to throw them through the tumbler, try and keep a tumbler going all winter, and see what we can come up with. So it's a matter of getting quantity too, not just overall quality. So yeah, we'll keep checking.
Pretty.
Yeah. Like where we're at, even though there's no rocks in some of these different areas, this is essentially bedrock. You know, it's fun to take the time to go out there to see what's out there. Especially on Lake Superior, there's so much history here. There's all these different steel rings that are essentially pounded right into the rocks. I'm not exactly sure what they're there for, but I'm assuming the way the bay is laid out, that it was probably a logging bay from, who knows, the 1800s, I suppose, late 1800s, early mid 1800s. I assume that, you know, they're bringing logs down to that bay and they're essentially floating them into the water. Maybe they're using those steel rings, those steel tie downs to pull lines around those logs and get them set up to float them out. Or maybe it was where the barges would come in back then and resupply the different hikers, and, well, I shouldn't even say hikers, back then it was more like the trappers, the hunters, maybe some of the prospectors. So maybe it was a port back in those days. So as we were walking around in the woods in the area too, we saw all kinds of old remnants and of history in here. So I don't even know what half that stuff was, but it's been here for 100+ years easy. So yeah, that's part of the fun too about these kinds of things, is, you know, taking the time to go do more than just pick the rock. But I think now this is the 8th time we said that we're going to head home. So we're going to start packing our stuff up, head home, and we probably got a mile to walk back to the vehicle, and maybe even more, and I'm sure we'll see 100 rocks between there, and then we'll have to stop and pick up and look at. So once we get home, the plan is to maybe empty our pockets again, and do another final count, see what we came up with, see what the plan is. And like you know, it's important on this trip that we're getting more than just agates or just sea glass. So we want to get a rock polisher, so that's kind of next on our list, or for something for us to do this winter. So we're just trying to grab anything that's cool. And I mean, I brought my backpack is full and heavy as heck. I had to leave it way back down the shoreline here. All my pockets are full. I don't even know what I have. So I probably added I probably have another 20 pounds of rocks on me right now and another 50 pounds in my pack. So, well, a little update report. It's actually getting warm out. It's beautiful. I'd say it's got to be 45. Waves are starting to really pick up, crashing in the shore, making a big scene. Not finding a lot of agates, just a couple pieces of sea glass. Angel's way ahead of me. She's probably getting all the good stuff. So yeah, that's the update. We're gonna keep moving on. All right, so funny thing happened. We're wrapping it up. We were here for a couple hours, and on the way back to the car, we're walking slower and picking rocks some more, slower, picking rocks some more, and now it's probably been 2 more hours. It's just addicting. We can't quite make it to the car, so I'm actually walking the opposite direction of the car right now. So we'll see what else we can find. All right, we're gonna do a show and tell. Like usual, Angel's probably got me outnumbered 5-1. So let's see what we got.
Oh boy, I got a whole bunch. That one.
They always look different when they're.
Well,
No, that one looks. Yeah. Get it wet. Show it to me wet. Get it.
it's cool.
Yeah.
I really like this one. This one's a twin to that one. Notice how those are the same? Those are twins. This is probably quartz, I'm guessing.
Quartz.
I wasn't sure what that was.
It's like a mushroom.
Probably quartz again, I'm betting.
Right.
No, I really like that one. That was
Yeah,
weird.
I saw something online about these glowing in the dark with the black light or something. We'll have to check that out.
And there's nothing too special about this one. I just think it's smooth.
Yeah, we'll have to run that through the old.
This one I was wondering if it was an agate on the inside, because to me it looks like it on the outside. This one you probably can't see on there, but it's really got a burrow looking meat pattern. And this probably is like one of those where it's got the
Yeah, see, these are like mineralized like copper. I think it might have like patinaed copper or something.
I don't know why. They just do look so much better when they're wet. This one looks better when it's wet. This one's kind of the same. I don't know what I thought was in here. I don't know. And then, oh, wait a minute. What's that? Oh, that's just one of those. You see so many of those. Where's my...
More in the pockets.
Okay, yeah, the agate.
Oh,
which looks really pretty. And then I really like that sea glass.
Hold on, I want to see this agate a little bit better. Yeah, sea glass.
I love that sea glass. It's so green.
So like I said before, with this sea glass, it's really bottles that are floating out into Lake Superior. Who knows, 5, 10, 15 years, whatever.
Yeah.
And over time their edges just round out and it's sea glass.
Right.
Okay.
What'd you find? Anything? Oh, and then of course I found this one, right?
Oh, yep.
That looks
yours.
like conglomerate.
I don't know what that
like
is.
cement, maybe?
We're gonna try cutting that open. It could be cement.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be. It just looks like something fun we'll play around with.
I don't know if you want to cut that one open. That one's... I don't know.
So this one was cool too. So this one is really green. So we think that this one might be copper, like a patinaed copper too. And then deep inside the grooves is actually quartz.
Yeah.
So we're gonna monkey with that one.
Just lay them out.
Let's see what we got here. So this one's a little bit different. It's got some unique quartz inside of it.
Yeah, they're all just kind of
Here's another piece of sea glass. So that's 2 pieces.
Did you find that one? That's cool.
Yeah, I found this one. And then the coolest one of them all is one Angel found.
Oh, the fossil, of course.
That's the fossils.
This one doesn't look...
It's a shell. I can't get a good look at it. It's a shell, kind of like a clam. Within there. I hope you can see that. It's kind of hard. But it was a fossil, so that's the coolest find.
Yeah, for sure.
And, oh yeah, this one
just looks ordinary now when it's not wet. I think it's just quartz.
So it may be quartz inside of this rock, but what I'm seeing, I don't know if you can see it. I've only got 2 hands here. But like right here, it's almost got like an agate look to it.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. So what we're gonna do here in our next video is we're actually going to go buy a wet tile saw, one of the cheapest wet tile saws that we can find at like Menards. And then we're going to do a video of cutting some of these open. So we thought that might be kind of fun, so we can see what's inside of them. Or maybe it's a big fail. Maybe, I mean, I know that the real rock cutter people, they'll spend like $3 grand on a professional wet tile oil saw to keep the rocks from overheating.
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna dump 70, 80, 90, 100 bucks into a wet tile saw. That'll be our next video, so hit subscribe on the bottom right. Check us out on Facebook. We'll usually be posting pictures there before we'll actually be posting to YouTube, and usually hang around to the end. A lot of times Angel will do a photo gallery at the end. So yeah, we're gonna pack our stuff up, move on to the next spot, see what we can come up with, and we will be back.